Yo, what's good? We have another Genie Talk. Now, for the YouTube people, right? You may be thinking, why is this episode 3? Episode 2 is Patreon exclusive. Want to know why? Y'all did me sad. So, I posted episode 1 yesterday. Y'all not seeing like y'all see this like a week after I recorded this shit. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube, right? But like I posted episode 1 yesterday and I only have 7 likes so far. I should have had 10. If I had 10, I would have put part 2 on there also. But hey, Patreon exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better give me drop a like. Drop a like, bro. If y'all don't drop a if I don't get 10 likes at least on this John, bro, episode 4 is gonna be Patreon only type shit. That's just it. Cause overall on Patreon, it's like, you know what I'm saying, like it's a bit more like if you're on there, you gotta fuck with me type shit. So like you kinda appreciate the content more. I ain't gonna lie, YouTube people, y'all be doing me sad sometime. I ain't gonna lie. I think my shit should have 10 likes by now. You know what I'm saying? So get this vid to 10 likes. I got y'all with episode 4 on here also. But if I don't get 10 likes, ain't gonna be no episode 4. But let's talk about a couple of things. I'm gonna set my time for 30 minutes, right? First thing I'm gonna talk about is living in 5D. I already made a video about 3D versus 5D, but like I'm gonna tap a little bit on some shit, right? Let me start the timer. Let me pull a picture up real quick. Actually, hold up. All right, picture is pulled up, and now to start the timer. So I saw a picture yesterday. Well, it's really a quote, right? It says, "You know too much psychology when you can't get mad because you understand everyone's reasons for doing everything." That's what 5D is like. It's like, how could you get mad when you understand why they're doing what the fuck they do? That don't mean that it's okay. Like if somebody do some bullshit, right? It's not like, oh, it's okay. Ha ha. Ha. No, it's like, okay, I understand why they did that, and I will not be triggered by that. However, let's say somebody's gonna do like some like evil shit, and you could stop them. It's not like you're like, oh, I understand them, therefore I'm not gonna stop them. No, nigga, you still stop them, but you're just not like emotionally attached to like what they're doing. It's not like, oh my god, they're so evil, they're so bad. I have to stop them. It's like, damn, I understand what they're going through, but I still have to stop them. You know what I'm trying to say? Like when you hit that 5D shit, you really do understand why shit happen inside your own life, inside other people's lives. And like the higher you get, the more and more you understand why it happened and also how you kind of create that shit. You know what I'm trying to say? So with that being said, that's really important. I'm not gonna lie. See, look, I do have a service on my website called like 5D Ascension Advice. If y'all want some help with that shit, I do got y'all with the 5D Ascension Advice. I ain't gonna lie, I do got that shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, you don't always need that advice. Just understand that if you understand why shit happen, you're gonna be good. I just want to bring it up real quick because a lot of people don't understand that 5D, right? People be like, oh, like I'm in 5D. Are you really though? Because like it's like people will do shit, right? Then like they get like people do shit and then like people get so triggered, like, oh my god, they did that. But it's like, why are you so triggered if you understand why they're doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like when you understand somebody more and why they do certain shit, you understand how to better help them. You know what I'm trying to say? Like if you understand that somebody clearly cannot be helped, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't try to help them face to face. You know what I'm trying to say? Like when you understand why people do shit, you know how to actually work with them type shit. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I'm gonna just leave it at that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, try to understand yourself and people way more. That will help you to understand how to actually deal with them type shit. Because some people, right, I could help you one on one. I could talk to you, tell you certain shit. Other people, I can't really fully say the full entire truth because you're just not ready for that shit yet. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand, like, okay, even though I can talk to you one on one type shit, I could go inside the mental realm and I could influence your thoughts and help you like heal inside that kind of way. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like you understand like okay, like why do they act this way? Where does the problem come from? How do you help heal this problem? Do you talk to them one on one? Do you do some motherfucking mental work shit from like a higher realm? You start understanding people way fucking more how to actually deal with them type shit. You know what I'm trying to say? So 5D is not some fucking peaches and cream rainbow bullshit soft ass nigga shit. No, nigga, it's actually pure understanding of how the fuck shit operates and why people do certain shit. Now, granted, You gotta get to, it's like, to fully understand why and how certain shit got created, you gotta hit the 60 to, like, cause like you could understand the basic gist of like, okay, like, I understand why they're like this, right? But the higher you get, you start seeing like, okay, I see why they also would actually create that whole entire timeline for themselves. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, the higher you get, you just understand more and more and more. And when you understand the whole entire creation shit, like why they created certain shit, you'll be able to see like, okay, they're inside this part of their journey. They're about to get over here. Once they get over here, I'm gonna step in and then I'm gonna help them. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you could literally see, like, you could see, it's like you get a bird's eye view of what the fuck's happening, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could like literally like be like, okay, I come in at this point. They need to go through this right here. Then they're gonna go through that. Like, you just see the whole entire. That's really how I like when I do readings for y'all. That's how I be seeing like, okay, they're at this point. They're about to go through X, Y, and Z. Then I'm gonna tell them about this. And I'm gonna warn them about that. Like, I could like see your whole entire shit. You know what I'm trying to say? So with that being said, that's what 5D is like. It's not like, oh yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want, it's okay. No, you understand people, how to operate with them, and like all that other shit. You know what I'm trying to say? Now, let's talk about raising your vibration, right? This is kind of funny because I also do have a service about how to raise your vibration. You know what I'm saying? I do have advice to raise your vibration. So if you want that shit, you know, I got y'all for YouTube, link down below, all the other shit. You know what I'm saying, right? Patreon too. I'll put the link to my services down below also. You know what I'm saying? But if I remember, because on Patreon, I always forget to fucking add links. My bad. My bad for doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, right? When it comes to raising your vibration, right? Be aware of the dangers. Yes, there are certain dangers with raising your vibration because in order to go high as fuck, you got to bring up all the dark shit too. You know what I'm trying to say? And I'm going to help give you guys a little bit of a finesse because like in my service, right, when it comes to like helping you raise your vibration, right? Pretty much I'll use my own ability to see like, okay, you're right here, right? Here's how you raise your vibration and stuff like that, and here's what the fuck's gonna pop up also. You know what I'm saying? I could kind of see like, I could literally see like how to do it, like how you raise your vibration, as well as what dark shit's gonna pop up, how to overcome that shit, right? You know what I'm trying to say? But with that being said, right, I also pull cards. I have a whole fucking, where's my fucking deck at, bro? I'm gonna pull the fucking deck out for y'all. Hold the fuck up. Hold up. I have this shit too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could pull, I pull cards also. Like, I talk to your spirit guides. I look at your timeline and I pull cards as well. So like I got y'all with that advice. But here's a quick little finesse without the whole booking the session. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I got y'all with that sauce, right? You know I got y'all. You know what I'm saying? Look, I've seen it multiple times in my life, right? People want to go so high. They're like, oh yeah, I want to be like, huh, and then they crash the fuck out. They crash out because they try to get so high, right? And now the dark shit has to come up also. And if you don't look at that dark shit and heal that dark shit, guess what? You start to plummet down into that dark. If you go up super high, you got to go down super low. You know what I'm trying to say? The Taoists actually talk about that. They say like life is like this. It's like a wave, right? And when you go up a lot, you got to go down a lot. When you go down a lot, you got to go up a lot. Now here's the thing with that, right? Instead of trying to raise your vibration, how about you actually try to heal all the dark shit? Because, want to know how I found out that I was a 6D Archangel? I was not trying to find that shit out, nigga. No. I was tapping into all my dark shit. Like, dark shit that I did, dark shit that I've been through. Because, like, I've been through dark shit where I wasn't doing dark shit, but I've also done some dark shit. You know what I'm trying to say? And I was going through all that shit. I'm like, yeah, nigga, like, show me all that shit so I can fucking heal that shit, right? And, like, as I was going through that shit, the whole 6D Archangel shit just popped the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And part of that reason is because inside the 6D, right, you actually go back to help your past selves. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, as I'm going through these dark memories, right, I'm kind of actually being on some 6D shit in a way. Because I'm going back to all the dark shit and helping myself heal that shit. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, with me, right, people will think, oh my god, he's getting dark. He tried to tap into all the dark shit. He want to be dark. No, nigga. Fuck is you talk about, nigga? I understand metaphysics. Ha! I understand metaphysics. Nigga, if you go down a lot, you're going to go up a lot. You know what I'm trying to say? That's why I always tap into my dark shit because I naturally become lighter because I heal my shit. Opposed to trying to get super duper light, you just crash the fuck out. And that's why with my readings, right, I try to say like, okay, here is how you can raise your vibration. However, here is some dark shit that may pop up. If you heal this dark shit, you're going to inevitably raise your vibration. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, I believe you me, bro. When it comes to fucking healing and all that type of shit, bro, that's really part of my shit. Like I really gets with that shit, bro. I'm a great healer, bro. Believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? Like I could literally go like. I don't offer this service shit because this when I offer this shit, I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna cost some bread, bro. Only because like when I go inside your field and I start moving shit around and stuff like that, your energy goes inside of me also. So like if you have certain blocks, I now get your blocks also. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna need compensation for that shit because it's been times where I'm working on somebody, bro. I've literally been inside people's fields, right? I'm moving shit around, but like they have like a heart block, so my fucking heart is in pain. And like there's been times where like, oh my god, it's like I have to fucking stop what I'm doing because my heart hurts too much. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like when I start offering that shit, not gonna lie, that's gonna cost a little bit more type shit. But like understand I have cheaper shit too, so you don't always need that deep ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I could simply just give you some cool ass advice and you do it yourself type shit. You know what I'm trying to say? But like yeah, bro, when it comes to raising your vibration, my nigga, be careful because like if you're trying to go super fucking high, you're gonna have to go super fucking low. So just be open to that shit. It got to a point with me, right? Like, for example, I also learned about this motherfucking. I'm gonna show you all this shit. I have this form, right? This Andromedan form that literally looks like the whole entire galaxy, bro. Look at this shit, right? It's not exactly like this. It's just the closest that I could find. Like, this is the closest I could find to what the fuck you fucking bitch. This is the closest that I could find when it comes to what the fuck I used to look like in Andromeda. You know what I'm trying to say? And yes, I was a female. But like, here's the thing, right? I learned about that shit. Literally, I learned about that shit while tapping into a lot of dark shit that happened inside Lyra, bro. I was going through like these deep ass Lyran wars, Lyra Vega wars, and all this dark shit, right? Inside Lyra, right? The slavery and all that shit. I was learning about all that shit. Nigga, I ended up having a fucking like astral projection, right? Where I'm learning from it, like Andromedans are teaching me certain shit, right? And like they show me this like ethereal Andromedan, and they're like, yeah, she looks different from the rest, but she's one of the most powerful and stuff like that. And I was saying like, holy shit, that form's actually me. You know what I'm saying? Like it was because like when you hit high levels of consciousness, you could like pretty much exist outside of time. And that's why, like, inside the 6D, you go back in time to actually help yourself. So it's like, you could, like, see your higher self, and it still be you type shit, because they exist outside of time, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not I'm not even trying to be on some bragging shit, but this form is actually a 12D form. Believe it or not. Like, obviously, when it takes on the form, it's not, like, inside the 12D. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, when you actually have a form, you're actually using the astral to make that form. You know what I'm trying to say? But your consciousness can exist on a higher realm. So the reason why they chose to have that form that represents the whole universe is because pretty much their awareness is so high that they became the whole universe. It's like that Andromedan form is like, nigga, like I am the whole universe. Like they hit a 12D awareness. Therefore, their form reflects their awareness. You know what I'm trying to say? And like I said, nigga, by the way, that Andromeda could do a lot of shit. Like, they have access to the whole universe, bro. And Andromedans are currently teaching me how to manipulate all the different realms, different dimensions. They're literally teaching, like, bro, literally, Andromedans are teaching me how to become a master of the universe. And that's not even me just saying that shit. My boy Cash stamped that shit. Here's my thing, right? Andromedans will come around and teach me a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? They teach me this, teach me that. I'm like, oh, this is all cool. But I'm like, bro, like, what is y'all main thing? Because, like, they would teach me so much shit, I couldn't find out. What the fuck do y'all mainly do? Like, for example, right? Syrians are known to be healers. You know what I'm trying to say? They could do a lot of shit, but they're known to be healers. I'm like, what the fuck are Andromedans known for? You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't find the fuck out. My boy said, oh, bro, they're teaching you how to become a master of the universe. I'm like, That makes sense because they fucking teach me about elements, how to manipulate different dimensions, how to fucking manipulate time. Like they teach me so much different shit. Where it's like, what the fuck's y'all main shit? But understand, they are a whole galaxy, bro. Therefore, like, and they're super advanced, so they pretty much mastered the whole universe, bro. I call them master Jedi's. They're like when people say gods. They're pretty much gods, bro. They could do like damn near anything, you know what I'm trying to say? And the thing is, right? I'm being taught how to do all this shit. Meanwhile, I was tapping into all my dark shit. It got to a point where they were like, listen, nigga, like, you're tapping into all this dark shit, nigga. Like, give yourself a break. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't gotta fucking break your heart, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I ain't gonna lie. Like, when I see some dark memories, that shit do hurt. That shit be emotional, bro. Like, cause it's not like, oh, I'm just seeing some cool shit. No, this is actually me in my fucking life. Like, I'm not a guy who's like, oh, I had this past life and it's so fucking cool. Nigga, that's actually me. Fuck is you talking about, boy? Like, what is you talking about? That's literally me. Like, it's not some fucking distant shit. Like, when you were a kid, right? And you went through some shit. Nigga, that was actually you. Like, when you go, like, nigga, that was you. Like, when you remember what happened at 5 years old, nigga, that shit still hit because, nigga, that's literally you. So, like, the past life shit, nigga, that's still me. Oh, my man's just text. Yo, I was talking about Cash and he smooth to texting me. That's funny as hell. But anyway, like I was saying, right? Yeah, like that shit is still me. So like that shit be heartbreaking sometime, bro. Like dead ass. Like this shit be hurting sometime. And my guy's like, bro, chill. Like, like it's funny because me and my boy Cash actually, right? We opened this. I don't want to say his actual name because y'all might try to open this shit. Then y'all see some dark shit. You're like, oh shit. But there's a certain chest that we open, right? And it shows you all the dark ass memories, right? And it's like me and him, like we love doing that shit. But both of our guys were like, yo, bro, like chill. Like you don't gotta always see the dark shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like go to like the lighter shit. So it's like people could think, oh, he's getting super dark. He wanna be dark. No, nigga. I'm trying to heal some shit. Then I just shoot the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you just flip shit on niggas' necks. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah. Let's actually talk about this now. Let's talk about how to actually get access to the whole universe, right? So I'm gonna show you guys this symbol I've been learning about. You know what I'm saying? I showed y'all this shit in episode 2 of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? If you're on YouTube, you can't see episode 2 because y'all ain't get me 10 likes on the episode 1 type shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, how about this? If y'all go to episode 1 and y'all get me like 15 likes, I'll drop episode 2. You know what I'm saying? But now I need 15 type shit. You know what I'm saying? Or okay, either you gotta get 10 likes on this shit in 2 days, or get 15 likes on my fucking episode 1 to get to see episode 2. But pretty much, right? This symbol kept on popping the fuck up, and it happened because, like, for y'all who saw episode 2, right? I took off my shit and it landed like this. I took off my shit and it made this. I just put my shit down and it made this. This was not intentional, you know what I'm saying? Then I go on fucking Netflix, right, nigga? They're trying to this pops up on fucking Netflix. It's following me fucking everywhere, right? And this symbol deals with the interconnectedness of all things, especially by the law of 3, because creation happens in threes. Like for example, unconscious, subconscious, conscious. You got you always have the Holy Trinity. You know what I'm saying? In Egypt, you have Amun, Ra, Ptah. You know what I'm saying? In Hindu, you have Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma. You know what I'm saying? You have length, width, height. You have time, space, light. You have will, intelligence, and awareness. You know what I'm saying? Like threes deal with creation, and pretty much everything is interconnected by the law of 3. You know what I'm saying? So it's like mind, body, spirit. You know what I'm trying to say? Like there's threes literally fucking everywhere, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? And also, this symbol is made of 3 Vesica Pisces, right? Now, understand a Vesica Pisces, right, is a Venn diagram, right? The in between is a Vesica Pisces, right? And pretty much creation starts from a Vesica Pisces because inside the middle is where light is created, right? Now, peep game, right? You have those 2 circles, right? And then the middle circle, nigga, that's a fucking 3. Once again, in peep game also, when it comes to like creation, right? You have Amun Rapata, observer, sustainer, creator. You know what I'm trying to say? Now, here's why I brought that up, right? You have also unconscious, subconscious, and conscious. Like Amun is unconscious, Ra is subconscious, Pata is conscious. You know what I'm trying to say? Now, understand that the subconscious intermediates between the unconscious and then the conscious. You know what I'm saying? Then you have that in between. Inside a Venn diagram, you have the one side, the other side, then the in between. You know what I'm trying to say? So creation comes from the Venn diagram, physical Pisces shit, which deals with a fucking three. You know what I'm trying to say? So with that being said, right? When you understand how all things are interconnected, it's like it becomes very easy to manipulate certain shit because like you become one with it. And then you understand how it functions and then you're able to manipulate it. Like with time, right? Time is interwoven with your thoughts. When you think of a certain event, you create that event. If you think what happened last night, you're going to see what the fuck happened last night. Your thoughts are interwoven with time. That's why when it comes to like Buddhist monks, Hindu yogis, they always talk about if you want to transcend time, you have to stop the mind. You have to stop your thoughts. Because when you stop thinking, there's nothing happening. You enter that void state where there's no fucking time. You transcend time by transcending thought. Literally, bro. Literally. So with all that shit being said, right? When you understand how your thoughts are interwoven with time, you can control time a bit more because it's like if you want to create a certain timeline, right? You just make the thoughts for that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go back in time, you think about those thoughts. If you're inside the astral, all you have to do is be like, I want to go to motherfucking 1942. Then you get taken there. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, when you become one with your thoughts, understand how the fuck that shit works, it actually allows you to manipulate time. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like, when you realize how, like, all things are interconnected, you become one with the thing and learn how to manipulate that shit. Like, if you understand that, like, when it comes to, like, different realms, right? Like, yes, there's different realms, but you actually are the different realms. Like, because the thing is, right, when you, because this, we live inside of a construct, right? We live inside of a construct that's made of 12 realms, right? And those realms are made of dimensions, right? Now, understand that you actually made the construct. Like, if your name is Billy, right? Okay, Billy did not make the construct, right? But the awareness behind Billy made the construct. Like, granted, like, you have a soul, right? But your soul comes from source. You know what I'm saying? The 12th realm, right, is literally pure awareness. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you hit that pure awareness state, right, you actually transcend this realm. Like I fucking said, how do you transcend time? You stop your thoughts. When you stop your thoughts, you're inside that pure awareness state. That's why I always say a Buddhist monk don't give a fuck about the past life shit, 5D, 6D, 7. Nigga, they're trying to hit pure awareness. And then they literally transcend time and the whole universe. Then they come back inside of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing is, like I said, you actually are the whole universe. You are the 12 realms. So to manipulate them, simply become one with them. That's why this Andromedan form, right, looks like the fucking universe. Because it became one with that shit. And that's why this form is so good at manipulating the whole universe. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like I've been learning a lot about interconnectivity, especially when it comes to like the law of three and how creation is based upon the three. And like how like because even when it comes to unconscious, subconscious, and conscious, those are all simply just different states of awareness. So yeah, it's three different things, but they're all interwoven into one thing, that being awareness. You know what I'm saying? God the Father, God the Son, and the Holy Spirit, they're all the same. You know, like it's the same being manifesting in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma are all the same being. They're all that pure awareness that manifests in those different states. So it's like when it comes to the law of three, right? Yeah, there's like length, width, and height, right? But if you peep game, like when you measure like length, width, and height, right? You're still doing that whole like straight line. I don't know how to say it, but like you're doing the same like the straight line shit. You know what I'm saying? Also, time, space, and light. Time and space are made when light is inserted into a vacuum. Here's what I mean, right? We live, like, we have a 0 point field, right? We actually exist inside of a 0 point field, right? a 0 point field is called like a vacuum field, right? Now it's not a pure vacuum because inside this vacuum field, nothing exists besides electromagnetic radiation and waves, right? AKA light. You know what I'm saying? So we live inside a 0 point field that consists of only light. You know what I'm saying? Now, if there was no light inside there, it would be a pure vacuum. Now, understand that this 0 point field exists inside of a vacuum. So, like, you have the vacuum, right? But then when light starts to form, it's like inserting light inside the vacuum, which eventually makes time and space. Because, like, nigga, space, right? That black shit is literally condensed light. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if there was no light, you wouldn't see shit at all. Like, you wouldn't even see black. You know what I'm saying? So, light creates space, right? And then time is the movement through space. So, like, time, space, and light are really kind of the same exact thing. You know what I'm trying to say? Just in different phases, you know? That's why people say that time and space are the same. Because, like, time is dependent on space. If there was no space, there would be no movement, therefore there would be no time. They're all interwoven with each other. You know what I'm trying to say? Also, will, intelligence, and awareness, right? Intelligence and will come from the fact that awareness becomes aware of itself, therefore it becomes intelligent. And when it becomes intelligent, aka it knows certain shit, it can act off that knowledge, aka it can have willpower. So even those are all the same shit, just in different phases. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, when you understand how all shit is interconnected, bro, it becomes way easier to manipulate that shit, bro. Like, if you want to manipulate time, right? All you have to do is really, if you want to manipulate time, right? All you have to do is control how events move through space, as well as how the fuck light manifests inside the vacuum. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I put this shit when it comes to light, right? Because light is really more for space. Like, here's an example, right? Different shapes harness light in certain ways, which create different spaces where time can move differently inside of. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, inside of a square, right? A square will hold things inside of it. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like, when you make a square, right? You make a space where, like, things are, like, trapped inside of it, right? And time will move a certain way inside of it. But, like, a triangle, right? Triangles could, like, amplify energy. It could, like, deal with creation and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so, like, if you make, like, a triangle space, right? The energy is not as trapped. Therefore, the space manifests differently and time also manifests differently. You know what I'm trying to say? Also, I made it inside episode 2 of my Patreon, right? I talked about how to use Metatron's Cube to manipulate time. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, Metatron's Cube is the fucking definition of, like, fucking, like, time. Like, let me show you all this shit, right? Hold up. Let me pause. Let me pause the timer and the video, actually. Let me pause the timer first. Pause. All right, let me start this again. So this symbol, right? My nigga, this symbol holds every platonic solid, right? It also deals with, like, the 6 circles on the outside and 6 on the inside, right? Those are the 12 realms. In the middle is, like, where you stand at, where there's no time, space, none of that shit. You know what I'm trying to say? But this, like, literally, see how all those lines connect and stuff like that, bro? Like, this shows the 12 realms. It shows all platonic solids. It shows how light interconnects all the realms. Like, it literally shows you the interconnectedness of fucking time, space, the different realms, all that shit, right? And, like, understanding Metatron's Cube, you actually learn how to manipulate time and space a bit better. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, yeah, like, when you like, bro, the first step, pretty much understand how everything is interconnected, because, like, your mind, right, is interconnected with reality. You know what I'm trying to say? And, like, if you could manipulate your mind in certain ways, you manipulate reality in certain ways. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like, when you become one with the whole universe, right, you understand how it functions. When you understand how something functions, you know how to fucking manipulate that shit. Like, people who do magic, right, they're not making miracles. They just understand certain laws and how to actually work with them. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when you understand some shit and you become one with it, you understand how it works and how to manipulate that shit. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if I became one with you, right? I'm like, oh, you think like this, you feel shit like this. Now I know how to manipulate you. Like, I really would. Now, granted, I don't do that shit. I'm not a fucking evil ass bastard, but like a fucking reptilian, right? They literally get inside your mind, understand it, then they twist that shit and manipulate you. That's how the fuck they work, bro. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, to manipulate anything, simply see how it's all interconnected and then become one with that shit and then understand how it works and learn how to manipulate that shit. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like, That is some little sauce. You know what I'm trying to say? How much time do I have left? I have 1 minute left. Okay, let me say this, right? If you want to interconnect yourself with everything and everyone, one of the best ways is by feeling simply peace. Now I understand that reptilian may not always feel peace, right? But they do like this, like they know how to open up and like feel into you, right? But like when it comes to peace, right? That deals with more than just connecting with somebody else's mind. Nah, like when you have peace, right? You feel like at one with everything and everyone. You know what I'm trying to say? So fuck just understanding somebody's mind, right? Let's understand the whole entire universe, right? If you become peaceful, it becomes way easier to actually feel everything and everyone and to connect with that shit. So peace is actually a very good superpower. That's why my Andromedan form, bro, when I'm inside that shit, I just feel so peaceful. And like I just calm down. I just feel everything. I become one with everything. So a little tip to become interconnected is to simply just practice feeling more at peace with yourself and with life. At that point, you could feel everything, become one with everything, then you'll understand how to manipulate that shit. You know what I'm trying to say? So, with that being said, okay, I have 26 seconds left, bro. What else can I say for those seconds? Love. That's a big one, actually, bro, because, okay, this is going to go a bit over time, but inside episode 1, right, I talked about how your heart is what, like, your heart chakra on an astral level is what will actually allow you to connect with everybody and everything and understand them. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like, when it comes to love, right? Love actually grants you the ability to connect with everything and everyone. So if you're at peace and you're at love, right? Like being at peace lets you just be simply like it's like you're open and you're receptive and it's like, yeah. Then you feel that love, right? It's like the love will connect you to everything and everyone. It helps you understand that shit also. Like I said with your heart center in the astral shit, right? When that shit's activated, right, you understand pretty much the thoughts and desires of people that you're talking to. Like, let me actually read it. I don't feel like pulling up the book because it's already over time and stuff like that. So, long story short, watch episode 1 to understand what the fuck I mean. If you didn't see episode 1, but long story short, like, yeah, your heart is what allows you to connect with everything and everyone. You know what I'm trying to say? So, if you feel love more, you'll connect to everything and everyone, and you'll understand how that shit functions, and how to manipulate that shit. You know what I'm saying? And manipulation don't always is not manipulate is not a bad word. Let me pull up what the fuck it actually means. Manipulate, handle or control, typically in a skillful manner. So when it also says handle or control a tool, mechanism, etc., typically in a skillful manner. So like if you could fucking handle a tool well, you can manipulate the tool. So like understand that if you manipulate shit, it's not bad. You just know how to work with certain shit. Now it can become bad. You know what I'm trying to say? Like down here it says control or influence cleverly, unfairly, or unscrupulously. You know what I'm trying to say? Long story short, okay, boom. If you connect with everything and everyone by feeling peace and love, right? You understand how the fuck that shit functions as well as how to manipulate that shit. So with that being said, that's the end of this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Get me some likes to drop the part 2 on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Pitch on y'all get everything exclusive type shit. You already know that shit. And I think that's it. All my shit down below. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.